Hello folks, how are you doing? Well, today I went and, well, of course this is fully assembled now. Looks just like the old one, doesn't it? Which is in pistol mode right now, and I can put as big of a barrel I want on there or anything. I got a 1-power scope on here. I like 1-powers, especially since if somebody charges you, or if you want to sight in the horizon, it's very easy just to use this because it's got an indefinite field of death. And you can hold it this far away, and you can just blam people if you can find the cross. Ah, there we are. The problem is that once you start going far, let's say you get a Zaret, let's say you get a Spirit of Explorer long shot, let's say something like that, you need a 3x9 or a 4x12 or a 4x16 scope. No matter what you do, that's going to give you tunnel vision. This one has got a Tasco one, 20mm. Boy, that even makes it worse. Why did I throw a 20mm on there? I was going to throw a 50. The problem is that it was way heavier than the blaster. And this gave it a nice light feel. So, what do? You can give it another sight rig on the side, maybe, but as you know, I don't like doing that. I like point, click, shoot. This is a Walther Star dot. They're discontinued now, but they are $20, a big 5. Okay, here's the box, part of it anyway. I tore it up. Walther shot dot. The cooling about it, it's a green laser. Real bright. You also have a lighter mode. Vanilla shooting of it. Hold on. Alright. And I'll talk to you soon. Alright. I'll see you later. I love where he puts his hands where the boobs are on the because those are his bowling balls, you know what I'm saying? A little suggestive there. I'll see you later. Bye. Yes. As unemployed as I am, I get bugged at. I'm just so busy all the time. It's crazy. It's nuts. So, okay. So here we have this sight. Okay. It's got 2 modes. And put in mind, this is really hard for me to do in reverse. I always have problems with this. It's got a super bright, if that were a laser, frickin' blind your enemies or your friends or your competitors, and then it's got a darker mode. I've seen this on other videos. They don't really emphasize how bright that is. It's a green dot. A green dot has better refraction, so of course it's going to be brighter than a red dot. Same for lasers, except for the fact that lasers are usually 30 milliwatt instead of 5 milliwatt also, and that's why green lasers are bright. And I don't recommend lasers for nerfing for the simple reason of we're not trying to blind thy enemy, we're trying to aim at thy enemy. So, I mean, you're shooting elk, you're shooting intruder, you're shooting some idiot with a 357 Magnum when you got a 44. Okay, use a laser. Not in action sports, though. But there's just one little problem. We got a scope on this thing. Where do we put this? This was already a challenge. Everybody remember me hacking this out. And I remember how boring that looks, so I just decided I'm going to just make you this, show you. Okay, this is off of the top of a normal star shot. Yes, I have lots of extra parts. I've been playing with this model for a while. What I did was basically take this part right here. You can see where the back rail is right here. You can see where that is, okay, with the very edge. This part, I took off this side and I left this side on. So when it sits on the blaster, it's going to be at an angle. So now I have an angle right there. Now that sort of looks like a pictionary rail. How did I do that? Well, I took a 1/8 file. 1/8 file, there, and I just did that. And I guess I can put a few more little things on here. And I just filed that groove. And yes, time, patience helps. Okay, cleaned up the plastic. Voila, I have a place for the screw. What this is going to do is it's going to lock it in. Keep it going forward. But how do we keep it from side playing? Because obviously this is smaller than a Weaver mount. Definitely. So what do? We get some landscaping wire. Okay. Just this normal plant hanging wire stuff. And we make 2 brackets, front and rear. This is a new method I'm trying. Brand new method. We put front bracket, boom, like so, on the rail. Okay. Then we put rear bracket, boom, on the rail. Okay. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough because now I got to put the scope over it, right? So then on both sides where my bolt is, boom, there it is. Okay. So basically cut this out at that point, chip that off, put in your rail, break this off, boom, you have a little attachment. By getting rid of this over here, it's going to tilt the whole thing up. And also I'm going to put a little bit of tilt when I mount it going this way. So then I have a sideward scope. All I have to do at that point is either solvent weld it or glue it, which I'm probably just going to glue. So then you take this, and this is a nice light scope. It's made of nylon, glass reinforced nylon. It is not metal. This one grip is. I'm glad they made this metal because I was worried about that. Is that metal or is that plastic? If that's plastic, that's gonna first mishap I have. It's gonna break. No. It's aluminum. It's aluminum. I couldn't tell you what grade aluminum, but it's aluminum. I'm gonna take my Allen wrench. Gonna unscrew. Okay. It's a really neat sight. It's got 10 MOAs. I was gonna use another rig that me and Ninja Hank kind of discussed. Using, and he told me that he showed me that a kid in his battles used them, but it had two problems. One, it had an adapter that was made out of a solid piece of metal that probably weighed half a pound. As you guys know, the Bird of Prey is a lightweight design. So if you got a long shot or retaliator, that's great, but if you got a pistol, no. You really want to lightweight it. Remember, these are supposed to be taken apart and fit in suitcases, okay? Like, you can just suitcase this thing. Yes, you can't conceal it in your pocket, but as you guys know, I'm about several things. One, power to weight, meaning power blaster to how small to weight it is. Two, size by weight. Three, concealability. I don't want to have to walk through a park and have to carry this blaster around and have everybody notice. I just put it in my bag. Nobody freaking knows. Okay, so I'm tightening this to this. I'm using these two little pieces of wire, and that's not going anywhere, okay? So now we figured out how to mount it. I'm going to take these right here. I'm going to clip these off so they're not hanging out, messing with any of the other agenda I got going on. Okay, so there it is. Now when I put this on here, this may need a little fine-tuning. Look at that. Look at that. I got a nice, well, let's look at it from the shooter's end. I got a nice scope attachment. Go right along with it.